Nigeria. I looked at this man, I laughed. I said, don't worry. The day I will join this Biafra struggle, you will know what you have said. How many of you remember when they were interviewing him? Oh, the army were killing Biafrans in the city of Aba, and he said he don't want to watch the video. If they want to do something, they should go and organize themselves. Did you remember when Buhari said it? Today, go and inform him that Biafrans have organized themselves. Like never before, like no other country in the past. We have organized ourselves. We have a government. We have all the institution of government functional. We have a map. We have state. We have everything, including liaison offices all over the world. Tell them we have organized ourselves. It is time, and we are going to visit them very soon. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to understand that the reason the Biafra will be declared in a foreign land is because of the hostility and the terrorism of the Nigeria state. Is because that opportunity will not be given to us without people getting killed. So we are going to adopt the best available options, which is the government in exile issuing declaration where every state in Biafra land will be represented. And there's going to be delegation. And of course, it is not only that we are declaring Biafra independent in exile, but also we have conducted referendum on ground, where people are lining up and voting, and evidences abound. Are you going to beat that? Nigeria don't know what is hitting them. What we are fighting today is brain war. Brain war. And we have outsmarted Nigeria. I want you to understand that after the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra on the 2nd of December, we will officially communicate Nigeria. And then we will start aggressive campaign globally for the recognition of Biafra. It is a long overdue. Those that are laughing at us today will no longer laugh at us then. You know how they are calling us, they were calling me online prime minister, online this, online that, yet they can't let me rest. Yet they are on our page, we post, they are panicking, yet they cannot let us to do our online country and have peace. They are disturbed because it is no longer online. We are showing every evidence of controlling the territory of Biafra from exile and then also from the homeland, the de facto government, by our various activities, civil disobedience, political activities, by organizing self-referendum voting in Biafra land, and the vote is going on even as I speak. So what else do you need to know that the Biafra people have rejected Nigeria and they are only loyal to the Biafra government? Their hope of a new beginning and new life is on the government of Biafra. So my people, after the declaration in Finland, what do you expect? What you are going to expect is that we will officially communicate our declaration to the Nigeria state, demanding the recognition and acceptance of the self-referendum. Not only that, we are not sending it to Nigeria state for them to accept. They are never going to accept, and we know that. We will also communicate the African Union, even when we don't even like them. We will also communicate ECOWAS, even when we don't like them. We will officially communicate all these institutions, seeking the approval of what we have done in exile, the history that we have done. And we will also officially communicate the United Nations through our international partners. We are not doing all these things for them to agree immediately, no, but believe me, we will release hell on Nigeria. After this December 2nd, we will release hell on Nigeria. I want you people to focus on the ORB report, where they say, after this declaration, after this self-referendum of Biafra, there's going to be two options. That Nigeria will either issue a political statement, that is when we have officially communicated Nigeria, demanding the recognition and acceptance of the Biafra self-referendum. Nigeria will either issue a political statement or ignore a political statement and use it and come militarily. We are already used to the military activities of Nigeria state for the past 3 years. We are only going to increase and escalate it. And like I said, we choose how we fight this. So my fellow Biafrans, I have a lot to tell you on the update of what to expect. So that when you are discussing with people, you can defend yourself and defend the government and defend what we are doing when you have knowledge of what we are doing and what is to come. If you are in argument with all these idiots, you can be able to tell them what we are doing and what we are going to do. So I believe this small clarification and update on the declaration coming 2nd of December have put you in the right track. Immediately after this declaration, what follows next? I am repeating it again so that it will sink inside the head of even the Dundees. That one, we will write Nigeria officially, informing Nigeria of what Biafra have done, giving the result of the self-referendum to Nigeria state, demanding the recognition of Biafra as an independent state, demanding the acceptance of the self-referendum, also demand the withdrawal of every Nigerian military and institution in the Biafra territory. We are not expecting them to do that, but we're going to write them officially so that it will go into history book. 2, we will officially write the AU, ECOWAS, and all international organizations, informing them of what 50 million Biafrans, over 50 million Biafrans. I don't know how many that are going to vote by December or November 8, 28, when the voting will end. Inform them how many millions have voted and what Biafra has spoken, and we have spoken, and the exile government have declared Biafra, and this is the result. And this is our demand. Our demand is the withdrawal of every Nigerian institution, accept our declaration, accept our self-referendum, and there will be peace. We will inform the United Nations using our international consultants and international partners why our lobbyists will be heavily working, ruthlessly engaging in diplomacy at the White House and in Washington, D.C. You don't know what we have prepared. You can never, ever defeat us this time around. We come prepared, and I call it multi-dimensional approach. After that, we will begin to approach many countries with the document that we have raised and generated from Finland, from the declaration. It becomes official. Now we don't have any official document. Now we do not have any official. Only thing we are doing today is just awareness that Biafra is coming. Everything is awareness. Everything is that we are dying and we don't want to die. We want to defend ourselves. That's what we have been doing for the past 3 years. So from the 2nd of December, we will officially have a document, and officially we begin to demand recognition. Every recognition we demand today, we are not expecting anybody to recognize us. Why? On what basis will you be recognized? There is no basis for recognition. There is no basis today. The only reason we are doing this is to create awareness to those countries and those offices. And we have done that. After 2nd of December, we will have official declaration, official consent of the Biafra people. And then we will have the reason to demand for the recognition from the United Nations, from every country in the world. And my fellow Biafrans, let me also inform you that one African country already offers us a recognition as of today. And you will know it in days to come. We have gotten recognition from one African country. And those who call us their friend will extend our friendship and our hand of friendship to them. Biafra is the light of Africa. My fellow Biafrans, I welcome all of you to question and answer. I will be addressing some of your questions, but now you know at least some things to answer to those who do not know nothing and don't care to know. The roadmap to the independence state of Biafra from 2nd of December 2024. I welcome question and answer. The media team and the communication ministers and deputy, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Thank you, Biafran people. I don't know if my voice is coming out clear because the network is blocking.
Your voice is good. Yeah, let me bring the men in.
Good to everyone who have keyed in. Please reach out to the mic and tender your questions and wait for the response from the Prime Minister. and make your question concise. You go straight to the point while he will address you. I welcome all of you. Bam, over to you, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi. Thank you, PM. Thank you so much for all you have done for us and you're doing for us, sir. PM, sir, I will be the first person to make it. I don't know if it will be a question or a contribution, but I want to comment that the best thing that have happened to, please mute yourself. Who is that? Mute yourself, please. I want to comment that the best thing that have happened to us in this our restoration is actually the criminal or the drug baron that have taken over the leadership in the zoo, because now that the illegitimate president have taken over, it means that the zoo will continue to nosedive, sir. And it means that there is no hope. Even if they have any clamor for hope before, there is no hope at all. So the more, who is this person that is talking? I have to remove
Hello.
Now, even if there is any hope for them before, all their hope is completely dashed. And then the more Tinubu is there, the brighter and brighter our light will shine to the rest of the world, sir. Thank you, sir. And
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that is the reason we stood our ground during the election. You remember, it was the reason. The reason we make sure that Biafra did not participate in the election. And they manipulated 4 million votes in the southeast and south Biafra territory. We stopped 20 million people from voting. They believed in us. That's why 20 million people boycotted the voting during the general election. So we know what we did. And that's why we can never be part of the protest, because we made what is happening today in Nigeria. Everything you see today happening, we made it. And it is working according to our plan. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, PM, sir. Thank you so much. I am so grateful to God that I hooked up to this mandate of yours and this leadership that is a blessing to me and to every Biafran worldwide. And we are forever grateful to Chukwu Kabiama for the gift of you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, those of you in the room, please raise your hands. And because when you raise your hand, it will be much easier to know those that have questions, because you can only raise your hand when you have questions. So we cannot be wasting time to pick those that just want to come and
and let me quickly comment on the issue of the map that we have just released, the Biafra map. I am very, very happy that there is no dispute coming from the map other than just error of state capital and state names, which is which is being worked on. The team that the map. The border commission and map committee are working on it. So every mistake and error that you see on the map, especially the name of your state capital or wherever, just call our attention and it will be corrected. So there are a lot of errors there, which is because of the pressure I gave the team. So they made a lot of some mistakes. So, but those mistakes is not minor mistakes, will be corrected. But the most important thing is that the map, there is no dispute on the map. And because we have consulted very well before this map coming out. So I'm very, very happy that the Biafra people who found themselves in the map are very, very happy, and they are loyal to the Biafra government. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PM, sir. Thank you, sir. So the map carrying people and those that are questioning for map, go out there and see the map. The map is ready and we are good to go. And please, if you are in the room, please do not open your mic. Please do not open your mic so that you will not be distracting people. Joseph, don't open your mic again, please. The first person that raised his hand here is Joseph. I'm going to remove you right now. The first person that is raising his hand is Biafra with MNK. Please go ahead and bring your question.
Woto. Good evening, Prime Minister. Good evening, fellow Biafrans all over the world. I'm very happy to speak with all of you tonight. I'm speaking from the zoo, western part of zoo, Lagos. I'm very happy with the explanation given by the Prime Minister. In fact, the explanation has cleared many of my doubts and fears. So the question that I would have asked, and he has He has already dealt with all of them, and then he has spoken well about them. So I don't have much question again than to say a very big thanks to the Prime Minister and all the team working with him. People are doing very wonderful work. So I say kudos to all of you. I am very happy. So I wish to remind about the song that we normally sang the other time when we started. That goes like this. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Thank you, the dragon. Thank you, all the Biafrans. May God bless us. Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And let me also, reiterate that Biafra will continue to stand with the state of Israel. Come rain, come sun.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Biafra with MNK. We go back to the listening mode, and we have a citizen Dama. Please go ahead and ask your question. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening, Prime Minister, sir, the Honorable Minister of Information, and the Deputy, and all the amazing people in the room, lovers of freedom. I remain Citizen Dama. The Prime Minister, I think you are becoming synonymous with hurricane. You're a mighty wind blowing across the sub-Saharan Africa. You know, a lot of people admire what you do, and that I want to assure you. But my question revolves around the current wave of regime change in sub-Saharan Africa, talking about Mali, Burkina Faso, which Russia has been seen as a wind of regime change in sub-Saharan Africa. Are you working with any intention to bring in Russia into what you're doing? Or don't you think Russia is a factor that might facilitate what you're doing? Thank you.
Thank you very much. As it stands today, Biafra has no enemy. We are open for everybody. So those who want to help us, we will welcome them. We are not enemy to anybody. And then also, I'm not much interested in what is going on in other countries because we have not gotten our independence. So I'm focusing on Biafra. Biafra is the only thing my priority at this point. I wish other people very well and good luck in their endeavors. But my problem now is Biafra and nothing else.
Dama, Ahmed, do you have another question? Because we want to run very fast. We don't know other engagement that the PM has. So we're going to give you a chance for another question if you have. Otherwise, you go back to listening mode and then we'll bring in other people. Citizen Dama.
Yes. Yeah, just one more. The recent proclaimed lockdown of government agencies in the region. A lot of people are welcome to that idea. So they want to see, because there is a belief that the problem the people in the region, which is the eastern region, are facing, usually the political elements who are actually subjugating them. Do you have any plans of actually targeting them in this forthcoming lockdown that you are planning?
Our target is Nigeria government institutions. That's all. We want to lock them down in our land. We don't want them to function.
All right. Thank you, citizen. Thank you for coming up. Thank you. All right, we have